Hudson's.
Thank you. Okay. You all may be seated. Mr. Roberts, you filed this case?
All right, guys, buckle up, because from the very first minute this case flips expectations. Imagine paying child support while your child lives with you. Sounds crazy, right? That's exactly the storm we're about to watch unfold. A father steps in, calm but frustrated, while the mother sits across, holding her ground. The judge wastes no time tearing into the contradictions. This isn't just about money, it's about who's really carrying the responsibility. And as this case unravels, the courtroom becomes less about paperwork and more about truth versus games. Stay tuned because this one stings.
Wait a minute, when you say reduction, you're paying child support to her.
Yes.
Who does the child live with?
Me. But she goes to school with her.
It's not a... Wait a minute.
Yes,
you all know that's not how this works, right?
What?
The person who the child lives with does not pay child support. The person who the child does not live with pays child support.
Well, ma'am.
Here's where the first legal bomb drops. The judge interrupts to set the record straight. The parent who doesn't live with the child pays support, not the one providing daily care. Yet somehow, this father has been paying out while covering the home expenses. The judge's tone sharpens. It's almost disbelief that this was allowed to continue. For viewers, this is that wake-up call moment. Agreements outside of court mean nothing if they go against the law. Ever seen a situation where personal deals have backfired this badly?
You guys have an agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
But the person that the child lives with does not pay child support. You understand that, right, ma'am?
Yes, but I'm the one that pays for her schooling.
How much is her schooling?
It's $600 a month.
$600 a month. But the child lives with him. She has needs outside of school. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
So the child is living with you.
Yes.
You're paying for her day-to-day expenses.
Absolutely.
You're paying for her extracurricular activities, I'm assuming, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
What are you paying?
When the judge presses for details, the cracks widen. The father explains he covers food and daily expenses, while the mother insists she's paying $600 for private school. But watch closely, she admits that's all she pays. The judge, clearly unimpressed, reminds everyone that parenting is more than a tuition receipt. This is where the emotional weight hits. Schooling matters, but shelter and food are survival. Viewers, if you had to choose, would you call tuition a bigger sacrifice than the daily grind of raising a child?
Why don't y'all just get back together?
No, that's not a good idea.
That doesn't make any sense.
She's kind of volatile. So we like each other outside of a relationship, but in a relationship, it's kind of volatile. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, guys, that's not how this works. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
You should not be paying child support.
And then, the judge drops a sarcastic bomb. Why don't y'all just get back together? The room shifts, awkward chuckles, quick refusals. Their answer? Volatile. That one word reveals the deeper story here. Beneath the financial fight lies a broken relationship full of tension, mistrust, and volatility. It's not just about child support, it's about two people who can't coexist but still tie their futures together through a child. Do you think their personal drama is spilling over into what should be a clear legal issue?
Did I say something wrong?
I didn't know you had a job.
What do you mean, hold up?
I didn't know she had a job.
Wait a minute, you didn't tell him you worked?
I just started
See,
working.
you're coming in here playing these games. Look, we're not here to play games, okay? He should have known that you were working. And you should not be taking money away from him, and you have a job and you're making how much?
I'm making $50,000.
And then comes the shocker: income. When asked, the mother calmly states, I make $50,000 a year. The father's face says it all, utter disbelief. He didn't even know she had a job. This is courtroom drama at its rawest. One moment of silence reveals years of hidden truth. The judge doesn't even try to hide her anger, accusing the mother of playing games. Imagine being forced to pay someone who's hiding income all while raising the child alone. Should hiding income like this carry extra penalties?
This man is paying child support for a child who lives with him. he has to pay extra money for his expenses and everything. You understand that? So you have a 2-bedroom home or
Yes, ma'am.
apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
He has to get an extra bedroom. That's extra money that he could be saving. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Electricity be all the other expenses. They're increasing. While you're sitting on $50,000 a year. Okay. So, based on the
The
calculation.
judge pivots fast, reminding everyone of the hidden costs fathers like him shoulder: rent, utilities, food, clothing, even an extra bedroom. Each expense adds up. And yet, she points out, the mother sits on a $50,000 salary as if it's irrelevant. The emotional punch here isn't just the money, it's the imbalance. The father has been stretched thin, while the mother has kept silent, profiting off the system. At this point, it's no longer about math, it's about principle. Viewers, should silence about income be treated as dishonesty in court?
The calculation I have here, have your gross at $4,166.67. Brings your net down to $3,266 to $3,266.81. How many children do you have, ma'am?
Just one.
Just one? Okay. That's going to be based on 20%. So child support is $653.37. You can close your mouth. It's okay. You're getting $600 right now from him, and you make $50.
The judge pulls out the numbers, net income calculated to the cent. And then, the hammer, child support recalculated at $653 a month. The courtroom energy flips instantly. The mother's expression shifts from confidence to shock, but the judge isn't done yet. With health insurance reimbursement added, the total hits $803. This is justice in motion, numbers replacing excuses, fairness replacing imbalance. And here's the twist, the father doesn't even need to argue. The judge does it all for him. Ever seen a moment where silence was more powerful than speaking?
You do understand that a part of the child support obligation is to pay health insurance. The two of you understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you, ma'am, will be paying $653.37 plus $150 as medical reimbursement for the child, which brings your monthly obligation to $803.37. And again,
The mother's jaw literally drops. And the judge, stone cold, delivers one of the most viral lines you'll ever hear: "You can close your mouth, because that's what it's going to be." That's authority personified. No sympathy for the games, no soft landing, just pure accountability. These are the moments that make courtroom drama unforgettable. It's not just a ruling, it's a reality check, and one the mother clearly didn't expect. Viewers, let's be honest, was this judge being too harsh or exactly fair?
you can close your mouth because that's what it's going to be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions, anything else pertaining to the child? We're not here to play games, ma'am. You need to do what's right by him as well.
And then comes the final warning. The judge reminds the mother that child support isn't optional, and this court isn't for playing games. Notice the phrasing: you need to do what's right by him as well as your child. That one line cuts deeper than the math. It's a moral rebuke. A reminder that court orders aren't about punishing one parent, they're about protecting the child. This isn't about winning or losing, it's about fairness. If you were the father, would you finally feel vindicated in this moment?
Well as by your child. Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And just like that, the case is closed. The father leaves with justice on his side, the mother leaves with a new obligation, and the child finally has the system working as intended. This courtroom drama wasn't about numbers, it was about exposing hidden truths, rebalancing fairness, and putting the child first. The judge's blunt honesty cut through the games, leaving no room for excuses. It's a powerful reminder of how fragile trust can be in co-parenting battles. If this case shook you like it shook us, hit subscribe, drop your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more raw courtroom moments.
All rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1039, Sutton case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated.
Miss Sultan. Yeah.
Alright guys, buckle up for this one, because today we're stepping straight into a case that pulls on both the heart and the law. Imagine meeting someone online, falling in love, moving across states for them, and then suddenly being left alone with a newborn baby. That's exactly what Miss Olsen is facing. a 5-month-old child, a vanished boyfriend, and the desperate need for legal recognition and support. But here's the twist, he's not even in court, and he's denying he's the father. How does a judge handle that kind of disappearing act? Stay with me, because what unfolds here is a lesson in accountability, legal procedure, and the emotional cost of abandonment.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So I had met my boyfriend online. We've been dating for a year, and I lived in Kansas at the time, and he lived in Texas, and he would fly to me, and we'd see each other often. I then got pregnant, and he had disappeared on me. So our daughter is now 5 months old, and I had moved 3 months ago to Texas so we could.
What we just heard is devastating. Miss Olson moved her entire life from Kansas to Texas with the hope of building a family, only to face the brutal reality of a partner who disappeared when responsibility came knocking. Notice the judge's patience here, asking carefully, confirming every detail, making sure the facts are clear. This isn't just about emotion, it's about evidence. She claims he's the father, but the court can't simply take her word. That's where DNA testing becomes the cornerstone. Without it, child support can't move forward. And here's the bigger question for you, do you think it's fair that the burden of proof falls so heavily on the abandoned parent?
So you moved to Texas from Kansas to be with him?
Yes.
Okay.
So our daughter could have both parents.
Okay.
And he had just disappeared on me. So now I'd like child support.
Okay. Have you...
Now, this is where the legal gears start grinding. Miss Olson wants child support, but here's the kicker, she didn't serve the alleged father. In plain terms, serving means officially notifying someone that legal action is being taken against them. Without that, he's not required to appear, and the judge's hands are tied. This moment shows why legal procedure can feel cold. Even when the truth seems obvious, the system demands the proper steps. So here's my question for you, should courts allow more flexibility when the stakes involve children, or should procedure always come first?
I see you did request a DNA test.
Yes.
So he has not taken
He has
DNA.
not.
Okay. Does he know he's the father? Does he believe he's not the father?
He believes he's not, but I know he is.
How do you know he is?
Because there's no other way.
All right. Okay. Well, I see he's not.
Listen closely to the judge here. She points out the missing service, but she doesn't shut the door on Olson. Instead, she orders DNA testing and schedules a return date. This is powerful because it transforms a stalled case into forward motion. The test will cut through doubt, lies, or denial. Either he is the father or he isn't. And if he is, financial responsibility will follow. Think about the emotional weight here. Olson has no partner in sight, yet the court just handed her a path to truth. Would you feel relief in her shoes or only frustration at the delay?
Here today, and that is partially because you did not serve him to be here today. So what you filed with me, the child support request and the request for DNA testing, you didn't actually get him. Understand he has to be served with it in order to appear.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will order him to appear. He has to take DNA testing, get DNA testing done before he comes back to court, and I'll set you out. What do you need?
The judge's tone here is striking, calm, methodical, and fair. She lays out the timeline, a month for DNA testing, then back to court to decide support. This isn't just scheduling, it's a subtle message to the absent father, you can't run forever. The system may move slower than heartbreak, but it moves nonetheless. Notice also how Olson agrees quietly, almost weary. This silence says everything about the emotional toll of being left behind. And it makes me wonder, how many parents out there are battling the same silence, hoping the law will give them a voice?
Like a month or so?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so he'll have to do DNA testing before then, so that way when we come back, if he's deemed to be the father, then we'll just move forward and see about the child support part, okay?
Okay.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you are dismissed.
And that's where today's hearing ends, with DNA testing ordered, a return date on the calendar, and a mother waiting for justice to catch up to the truth. Cases like this remind us that the courtroom isn't just about law, it's about lives, children, and futures shaped by responsibility or the lack of it. The judge didn't issue child support today, but she set the stage for a decision that could change everything for this 5-month-old child. So what do you think? Was this the fairest outcome for now, or should the judge have pushed harder? If this case hit you as hard as it did us, make sure to like, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.
All right, Mr. Clough,
Yes,
you're
Your Honor.
back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found Mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here. You
Right.
know?
Well, before we really get started,
Alright guys, buckle up, because this courtroom showdown is about to expose raw family drama. Mr. CL, the father, walks in ready to flip the script. He's tired of paying out while Mom, who's been absent, finally shows her face. Right away, Judge Vonda B sets the tone. No games, no distractions, only the facts. But when a case starts with talk about kids left with neighbors and even a dog in a wheelchair, you know the emotions are running high. The question is, will this be a battle over money, accountability, or dignity? And more importantly, which parent is about to be held to the fire?
I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So it looks like you were here, back when
Don't
you were
look at
here,
me
they
like
had
that.
excuse me?
She just looking at me crazy.
I'll make it easier for you. You focus on me.
Right.
Don't excuse me.
Sorry, Judge.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. This is your
He
first
gets my
time here
blood
today.
boiling.
And if I remember correctly, you filed the lawsuit on him previously and
I
had
did.
the audacity not to show up. So you definitely need to pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on child support, but we want to, oh my gosh.
You see? God don't like ugly.
Oh.
You know what?
then-
You talking about you?
God
then.
don't like
We-
ugly.
you know, this happens every now and then when the weather is bad outside.
No, it ain't
Things
the
happen
weather,
in
it's
court.
her.
Here's the first flashpoint. Dad claims Mom hasn't been around for nearly 8 months. Not only has she skipped out on child support, but he throws in a bombshell. While her children wait for her, she finds time to visit a boyfriend in jail. Think about that contrast. Kids need stability, yet Mom is prioritizing someone behind bars. From a legal angle, this matters. Judges look not just at finances, but at commitment and reliability. And already the scale is tipping. Would you call this simple neglect, or is it outright abandonment when a parent disappears this long?
Visited the children, but she visited that man in jail that she ran off with.
Oh, the one that was in the car that you
In the
really couldn't
Cutlass,
see?
yeah.
The Cutlass. Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
He got arrested not too long after I saw you for the PPP loan. Is that correct?
No,
That's how she got that.
incorrect. That's incorrect.
She got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She know.
Oh,
Why you telling my business?
People need to know.
People don't need to know nothing. That's for the gram.
Anyway, Your Honor.
I mean, I wanted to know, but you know, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. I'm not
Right.
going to be petty. So, you are seeking to put Mom on child support.
I am.
All right, and health insurance. Who's covering? Well, I would assume she's not. Are you covering health insurance? Are they on Medicaid? What's going on?
Well, I wasn't at first, but I got a promotion at work.
All right, congratulations.
The courtroom heats up fast. Mom interrupts, throwing looks and comments across the aisle, but Judge Vonda clamps down. Talk to me only. That moment is key because in court, emotions don't win, discipline does. Dad wants justice, but the judge demands order before hearing evidence. This is how control is asserted in family court, firm reminders that personal attacks won't decide outcomes. Still, that tension between Mom and Dad? It's not just legal, it's deeply personal. You can feel how years of resentment are boiling over. Imagine being in that courtroom. Would you be able to sit quietly, or would emotions get the better of you too?
Manager at the McDonald's, so I'm making a little bit more, and I was able to put 2 of the kids on insurance, but not all of them.
Okay.
Just can't cover that many. So.
All right. So the other ones, what are they doing?
Well, my other job kind of covers that as well.
Okay. All right. So at least all of the children are insured.
They are.
All right. How much is that insurance total for the kids only?
On McDonald's or the other job?
No, just in total.
It's about $350.
$350.
Here's a moment of pride hidden in the pain. Dad reveals he just earned a promotion. He's now a manager at McDonald's, making enough to cover health insurance for some of the kids. That detail matters legally because courts reward effort and stability. He's not making excuses, he's making progress. Compare that with Mom, who hasn't lifted a finger for months. Judges notice consistency, and right now Dad is stacking credibility. It's more than money, it's proof that he's stepping up. What do you think? Should a parent's hustle and growth weigh heavily in deciding child support?
Excuse me.
Judge, I'm sorry.
Are you here to be pretty, or are you here to tell me your side of the story as to why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both, Judge. But I'm
not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand that, right?
I do, Judge.
All right.
But
so
I should be pretty for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less how you look.
Okay, Judge. Let's get to the facts.
Please do.
The fact
and quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children for 10 years before I put them on your doorstep. He was barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You petitioned.
Yeah.
He showed up. You didn't. I dismissed
I had
it.
an opportunity, Judge. Had to take it.
Okay. And could you do me a favor? Could you, if you're going, I don't allow gum chewing, but if you don't have anywhere to put it, I would suggest you at least.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see.
What?
Mr. Clough, Ms. Daniels, continue, please.
Well, that's why I petitioned the court. I do apologize.
Finally, Mom speaks. Instead of remorse, she tries to spin the story. She reminds the judge she raised the kids for 10 years before, as she puts it, putting him on duty. But her past effort doesn't erase her present neglect. Worse, she showed up chewing gum, playing casual, an instant red flag in court. Judge Vonda isn't impressed, and neither is the audience. This is the moment you realize appearances won't save her. She's facing accountability for what she's done lately, not what she claims from the past. Do you think her argument of AI did enough before should matter in a legal ruling today?
Ready to talk about these 6 figures you have in the bank?
I do.
All right, how much money we talking?
We talking about, 300-400. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Sorry.
You said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
Well, it kind of just depends on the year and how many promotions I get, how many companies want to invest in me. So it just depends. Anywhere between.
When are you going to answer my question?
Judge, it's a difficult question for me. Because, sometimes I can have a promotion that's $500, or I can have a promotion that's $50,000 plus. So,
Ms. Daniels, you know I don't have a lot of time, right? I have other cases I need to get here.
I do understand that.
Right, so you obviously came here to waste my time.
I didn't.
You did, because I asked you a very simple question. On average,
I have a simple answer.
On average,
How
much do you make in a year?
Judge, I'd like to say maybe about.
And here comes the jaw drop. Pressed on her finances, Mom blurts out she's sitting on 6 figures in the bank. At first, it sounds like bragging, proof of success. But in court, those words are a trap. Once you admit to a high number, the judge locks it in. Suddenly, her vague talk about promotions and influencer gigs turns into a financial admission. From a legal standpoint, this is devastating. The court doesn't need to prove her bank account, it just needs her own testimony. The question is, was this pride, delusion, or just a reckless slip? And should a single statement be enough to set thousands in payments?
Do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing, you said the world?
The world.
Well, that doesn't include these 5 children because you don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me.
Yes, Judge.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly, make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your
This is where Judge Vonda makes her power crystal clear. After minutes of dodging, Mom still refuses to give a straight number for annual income. The judge, visibly frustrated, cuts her off. You came here to waste my time. That's a turning point. Judges deal with hundreds of cases. Wasting time is not just rude, it's disrespect to the system. This sharp rebuke shows that honesty, even if painful, is safer than playing games. And for the audience? It's a reminder, if you're in front of a judge, dodging only digs your hole deeper. What would you do, come clean, or gamble like she did?
BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was it? How much was it?
I mean, you know, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35, $40.
$1,000?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, let me hurry up and get you out of here with these numbers. You're about to pay child support. You have 5 children total, or do you have other children outside of these 5? That are under the age of 18?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Just when things can't get messier, the courtroom talk spirals into cosmetic surgery. Mom admits to thousands spent on a BBL and breast augmentation, while her kids go without support. Dad laughs, the judge shakes his head, and the audience feels the sting. Legally, this matters. Judges compare ability to pay with choices made. And here, Mom's choice to invest in body work over her children undercuts her defense completely. Think about it. If you can afford tens of thousands for enhancements, how can you claim you can't afford to support your kids? That's the contradiction the judge seizes on.
All right. So your child support, you're looking at monthly. So with your testimony being on the high end of $100,000, that's what I just based your child support off of. So, I mean, well, I was going to make it higher than that and do it like the $350,000. Then that would make you cap out. But
I think you should do that.
well,
No.
if I have to accept her testimony is true, but I don't really think that it's going to help her too much because her child support is still going to be pretty hefty. So I have your gross at $8,333.33. That brings your net to $6,512.07. So $6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor? Or?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by the month? How are you paid?
Judge, it just depends. I would.
She
say
just
no.
answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
How
great.
she's
Monthly.
paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I can give you that.
Plus
You need it.
$350.
Now comes the calculation and the number stings. Based on her own claim of $100,000 income, Judge Vonda sets child support at $2,954 per month, plus insurance reimbursement. Nearly $3,000. This isn't punishment, it's math. Courts use percentages, and Mom's words set the baseline. Watching her face drop, you realize the gamble backfired. She tried to impress, and it cost her dearly. This is the cold truth of family law. Financial boasts become financial obligations. Do you think the judge was right to take her at her word, or should she have investigated deeper before locking in that number?
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything
Great.
further? All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
the kids are going to stay with him, and you guys are going to work that out at a
we don't get
different.
along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
Right, and I'm at work.
Are you going to get them to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get them to school.
She don't have a car.
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
And with that, it's over. Dad walks out with custody secured and child support locked in. Mom leaves with a bill bigger than most car payments, all because of her own testimony. The judge reminds her this isn't about looks, excuses, or Instagram, it's about 5 children who need stability. This case shows how quickly courtroom games can explode in your face. And now I want to hear from you. Did Judge Vonda handle this fairly, or should she have given Mom a lighter break? If this case had you hooked like it did me, hit that like button, drop your take in the comments, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom breakdowns.
Vonda B, judge's case number JVB 2002, Miller case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Miller, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. Miller, you brought this case before the court. What is going on?
This is my
Future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Okay.
Future daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off, she didn't leave any clothes, she didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to
Clip. Alright guys, buckle up. This is one of those cases where family loyalty, responsibility, and bitterness all collide in the courtroom. At the heart of it, we have Ms. Miller, the grandmother, who claims she's been left raising her grandkids for half a year without support. Opposite her is Tracy, the mother, who says she's chasing a career and this arrangement was always temporary. The grandmother sees abandonment, the mother sees sacrifice, and Judge Vonda is left to separate facts from raw emotions. What makes this case so tense is that it's not just about money, it's about who is truly trusted to raise these children, and whether bitterness is clouding judgment more than the law.
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Tracy,
he just has bad
what's
taste
your
in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No. Well,
that would be Tracy.
Well-
that would be her.
Okay. Mrs. Miller, we're going to be
Kids, but
Your
I
Honor, I don't know why she's so
understand.
mean to me.
Oh,
Like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay,
Here go
hold
the
on,
tears.
hold on. Miss Smith, I'll get over to you in just a moment. Oh, you said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months, and who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person.
Right from the start, the tension shows. The grandmother insists Tracy is lying, not working, and shirking responsibility. But the judge challenges her, if Tracy truly abandoned her kids, why would she trust the grandmother to take them? That trust means something. The grandmother relies heavily on what her son told her, but the court reminds her, that's just one side of the story. Here's the key legal point: family courts weigh direct evidence and agreements, not just suspicions or second-hand claims. And this moment highlights the clash between perception and reality. The grandmother feels used, but legally, intent and communication matter more than feelings.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not. She's really not.
I mean, well, why is that?
I just
curious.
Because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not
just
trick
don't
your son
understand
into
it.
my bed. I didn't trick your son into my bed. He got there
She
voluntarily.
kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might
That's
I
what
add.
you offered. So he got in the bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
children.
She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. Well, but
Okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
Not
But
my grandchildren. She was.
That's my point. She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point.
This is where the courtroom dynamic sharpens. The grandmother mocks Tracy for taking notes and watching hearings on Zoom, calling it a kissing up. But Judge Vonda pushes back hard. Preparing isn't flattery, it's smart. Courts respect parents who come organized with documents and evidence. That single reminder exposes the grandmother's hostility. Instead of focusing on the kids, she's focused on character attacks. And it sets up a broader lesson: in family disputes, preparation and calm matter far more than personal digs. The irony here is sharp. Tracy, who is accused of being irresponsible, is the one who came to court prepared.
Wait, she has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now I'm listening.
Now, what
so
is
I
your
can
objection?
object.
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
Not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right.
Let's not knock anyone for
That's
trying
true.
to represent themselves.
That's true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did your son were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So they're
That's a
with
good
me.
thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
You told me it was going to be temporary.
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped them off.
Okay, so I see kind of.
Here we see the judge slow everything down to a critical legal teaching. Tracy tries to object, but her outburst isn't legally valid. The judge explains, objections aren't about truth or lies, they're about specific rules of evidence. This is an important lesson for anyone watching. Feelings don't win cases, proper objections do. The grandmother emphasizes that her son is in the military and that Tracy should be the one taking care of the kids. But the question becomes, was this arrangement permanent or temporary? If it was only temporary, then the grandmother's filing falls apart. This is the turning point where intent becomes the key legal question.
What's going on here? Sounds like a lot of miscommunication. You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie. He would make up things.
He wouldn't lie, but you would.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell you?
Did she just call me a liar, though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
I don't think she said that. I didn't hear that word.
It better not have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that word.
Gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. Okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
Just
Okay,
better watch
thank
them
you.
YouTubes a little closer next time.
Okay, that was not
I'm
nice.
sorry, you said be nice.
Miss
I
Miller.
apologize.
You do not have to act like that, okay?
I don't. I
Now,
apologize.
when we first started talking, you said she was your son's baby mama, and I believe she said they were engaged or fiance or something.
Nah, they ain't.
So couldn't it be that your son doesn't tell you everything?
She got a ring on.
I mean, I
then
thought I
I-
heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring.
No,
but
your
you ain't got
son-
money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you
me
took
a
the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
Is it my
Okay.
turn?
No, but you put the ring on so you can
Mrs.
flash
Miller.
it. Flash
Mrs.
it.
Miller.
Flash
Mrs.
it
Miller.
again. Flash it again, girl.
Mrs. Miller, it's a beautiful ring.
Then comes the emotional spike. The grandmother brings up Tracy's engagement ring, mocking it as wasted money that should have gone to the children. But the judge quickly points out the flaw: buying a ring doesn't mean neglect. What we're seeing is resentment dressed up as evidence. This is a common pattern in family court. Personal dislike can cloud financial realities. The judge reminds both women that for the children's sake, they have to at least pretend to get along. That's the law beneath the drama. Co-parenting, even through in-laws, requires some level of cooperation. What's at stake here isn't just money, but whether these kids grow up in constant conflict.
Miss Smith, it is your turn. What do you want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Lie.
Okay, how long have Miss Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly
I
make notes.
apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize. I apologize.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that.
no, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here.
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now.
Tracy finally explains her side, and it's a bombshell. Her fiancé, the grandmother's son, is deployed overseas and has no idea this child support case was even filed. Imagine serving your country, only to come back and find your mother has dragged your fiancé into court behind your back. Tracy frames herself as a young influencer trying to build a career while raising kids, with her fiancé supporting financially from afar. The grandmother interrupts constantly, dismissing her work as lies. But here's the point: the court looks at actions, not insults. And Tracy is showing she retrieves her children after trips, proving she never abandoned them.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago, and he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media, and so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days, and I'm back 2 or 3. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her, and I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like, I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer
And get a real
keep
job.
my kids.
And excuse me. Influencing. When you say influencing, you're talking about social media, content creator, that kind of stuff?
Yes, and my specific niche is travel videos. And you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like, we have a plan marked out for it, but his deployment right now, you know, he's going to get out of the military when his term is up this time. He's not re-enlisting.
Okay.
So if she's not willing to help.
This moment pulls us deeper into Tracy's world. She admits she doesn't earn much, but details how her fiancé pays bills and she supplements with groceries when the kids are with grandma. That's not abandonment, that's shared responsibility in a strained situation. She even says she's willing to give up her career if forced, just to keep peace. That's powerful. It shows commitment, not neglect. The grandmother, however, twists financial support as not for the kids. But legally, if bills are covered, the children benefit indirectly. The clash here isn't about money at all, it's about recognition. And the judge sees that.
A lot of miscommunication going on, not only between she and her fiance, well, not necessarily between the two of them. I believe that based on what she just said, they knew what they were doing, but your son is not communicating with you, and the two of you aren't communicating with each other.
But Your Honor, she says that he was doing the paying part of the bills. He's always paid part of my bills. That was before the children came.
Okay.
So for her to say he's paying the bills for the children, he's not paying those bills for the children. He's always taking care of his mother.
I don't think that's what she meant by that. I don't believe that's what she meant. And
Your Honor,
in order
you just
for
don't know Tracy. You just don't.
Well, it sounds like you don't know a whole lot about their relationship. You didn't even know that this is about to be your daughter-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. Now, I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her. He could have had a nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did things with him that little Keisha wasn't gonna do. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to slander her. But I do want to say that Miss Influencer should be able to pay for her children that live with me. She brings like Rice Krispie treats and cookies.
Here's where the mask really slips. The grandmother flat out admits she never wanted Tracy in the family. She had another girl picked out for her son. And worse, she implies Tracy kept him by offering things that a nice girl wouldn't. That's not just bitter, that's character assassination. In court, that kind of statement destroys credibility. It proves this case isn't about child support, it's about control and resentment. Judge Vonda recognizes it instantly, steering back to the real issue, the children's care. And that's the lesson: when bitterness drives the argument, the law cuts straight through it.
Because I see that you have documents over here. I see that you have, looks like you just have notes.
No, I just have my notes, Your Honor.
I have the email that my husband, my almost husband, sent to his mom.
Could you stop saying that? And you have his email address, don't you? Don't you check his email? So you probably sent that email.
But how do you know?
Thank you.
Because that's the kind of person she is.
Come on, Mrs. Miller.
The email states like, if she could watch them while I travel, and you haven't heard her deny, I get them when I come back. It's never for longer than 5, maybe 7 days at a time. And if she wants to
How much money have you given toward this? See how she talks? See, there's the real her. There's the real her coming out right now. Go ahead. Don't stop that crying. Just keep going like that. She be lying.
She did it to you too. So I can't just say that you're 100% at fault. You both are doing it. I don't see how y'all are going to be able to work together with these children if you can't even get a word in. Now, in this email,
see, she interrupted
it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to have them.
That's what the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller, I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time, because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's
very
the mother.
clear. Hold on. It is very clear that this arrangement.
The email changes everything. It proves the grandmother agreed to care for the kids temporarily while her son was deployed and Tracy worked. The judge sees it as clear evidence, and her tone shifts to frustration. She calls it what it is, a waste of time. That's the harsh reality of family court. Without evidence of neglect or refusal to support, child support claims collapse. This wasn't a legal case, it was an emotional attack disguised as one. And the law doesn't reward grudges. The grandmother came looking for financial leverage, but instead, she exposed her personal bitterness to the entire courtroom.
Good
Son
question.
loves me.
Miss Smith, let me ask the question, but I'm going to piggyback off what she said. Why? Just give her a chance. It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court. This is not the court.
Dropping them off on Monday, so.
You ain't gonna have that already there. You probably not coming.
No, hold on. Yes, you are. Because y'all are gonna do what? Y'all gonna go have a conversation.
Did you hear her? We're gonna have a conversation.
Yes, y'all are gonna have a conversation.
You're gonna have to play
and y'all are
nice,
gonna
not
work
just in
this
front
out.
of the judge.
And you are too. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor. Can we like order counseling? Is that an option?
Girl, please.
Well, I can't necessarily order counseling because
Because I can't talk to her. Look how she reacts.
Here's the
Girl,
deal. Here's the
please.
deal. I cannot order that. That is not what we do in child support court, but I would highly recommend and encourage it. And it can be done. And
The case ends with a clear dismissal, no child support, no victory for the grandmother. But Judge Vonda doesn't stop there. She urges them to sit down, communicate, even seek counseling if possible. That's because the real issue isn't legal, it's emotional. Two women are fighting for influence over the same children while the father serves overseas. The judge reminds them, if they can't respect each other, the kids will carry the damage. And that's the true verdict here. So what do you think? Did the judge make the right call? If this case shook you like it did us, hit like, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge's case number JVB 1039, Sutton case.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Miss Sultan, you're back. And I see that you got, well, dad or potential father served. What's your name, sir?
My name is Steven.
Alright guys, buckle up, because this courtroom isn't here for excuses today. On one side, we have Miss Olson standing firm for her child's future. On the other, Stephen Pittman, a man who ignored a direct DNA order, walked in empty-handed, and thinks he can talk his way out of accountability. The judge's patience is razor-thin, and the tension in this room? You can feel it. This isn't just about paperwork, it's about responsibility, truth, and timing. Stay with me because the cracks in Pittman's story are about to show.
You know, I ordered you to have DNA testing done a month ago.
Yes.
And so we can determine child support, what it's going to be in this case. And I don't have anything from the testing center showing that you showed up. So what's going on
That's
with
because
that?
I didn't take it. I mean, I don't know what she's talking about.
So I order you to do something. This is not about her, right?
Here's the first major twist. Pittman admits outright that he didn't take the DNA test. Why? Because he doesn't think he's the father. Think about how reckless that sounds. A DNA test could have cleared him in hours, but instead he gambled on defiance. In court, ignoring an order isn't proof of innocence, it's proof of disregard. Judges don't like being ignored, and right now, Pittman has placed himself directly in the crosshairs of the system. Would you have risked this much just to avoid one test?
Right now, I order you to do something and you just decide on your own, I'm not going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm the father, so I don't have to take the DNA test.
Well, if you don't think you're the father, wouldn't it make sense to go ahead and take the DNA test?
Yeah, but I mean, it's all this long process. I'm a busy man. I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, so I don't have time to sit back and
Well,
just be
how
taking.
busy are you? What do you do?
I'm a waiter,
Oh,
and I'm a full-time student.
oh, okay.
So I don't have time for the games and all this testing, DNA testing, all that. I don't have time for it.
All right, so you work every day as a waiter.
Watch how the judge presses him. She asks, "What do you do for work?" He claims to be a waiter and a full-time student, yet brings zero proof, no pay stubs, no enrollment records, nothing. This is Courtroom 101, you never show up empty-handed. Without documentation, his claims crumble fast. And that smirk, that casual tone, it only fuels the judge's frustration. To her, it looks like a man treating the system like a game. The bigger question is this arrogance or just pure unpreparedness?
Student.
Nah, I ain't bring none of that.
So you just came to court unprepared today and you just think I should go along with that, right?
I mean, if that's what you want to call unprepared, yeah.
When did you start working as a waiter?
About 4 months ago.
What did you do 4 months ago?
I had a full-time job working as a.
Now comes the suspicious timeline. Pittman admits he quit his steady job as a soldier 4 months ago. The baby? 5 months old. You see the problem? Right when child support could become real, he suddenly walked away from $63,000 a year. He blames the layoffs but doesn't produce a single shred of proof. The judge instantly connects the dots. Was this really a layoff or a calculated escape from responsibility? And honestly, who quits a secure career without a backup plan when a newborn is in the picture?
Consultant.
All right. How much money were you making?
$63,000.
Hold on. How did you say your baby was?
5 months.
5 months. And you just stopped working there 4 months ago?
Yeah, they had some layoffs, and I kind of thought that they were going to start laying some people off, so I decided to go ahead and quit.
So you quit?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't quit because you figured she was probably going to put you on child support?
Nah, I just...
Are you sure about that?
The judge doesn't let him slide. She calls out the coincidence head-on. This child is 5 months old, and you quit 4 months ago. That's not bad luck, that's strategy. Pittman insists it's just circumstance, but the timing is too sharp to ignore. In family court, actions speak louder than excuses, and his choice looks like an intentional downgrade. Was he protecting his freedom or sabotaging his own financial future? What do you think? Could this be a desperate move or just an unlucky timeline?
How much money were you making?
$63,000.
$63,000 a year? And you're making how much as a waiter?
I did it because I'm a student, so I'll probably make around $15 an hour.
Oh no, you came here to waste my time. You obviously came here to waste my time today. I am not going to place you on child support for $15 an hour, and you just start working a job paying you $63,000 a year. You see how crazy that sounds?
I mean, I think it's crazy that you using my $63,000 income.
Here's the explosive pivot. The judge makes it clear, by refusing the DNA test, Pittman has lost the chance to deny paternity. Instead of waiting months for results, she uses his defiance against him. Right there in open court, she declares him the father by default. That's the consequence of ignoring orders. In law, silence isn't neutral, it's damning. One stubborn decision sealed his fate, and the judge wields her authority with absolute certainty. Imagine how differently this would have gone if he'd just taken the test.
Working there because you thought she was going to put you on child support.
No.
So you just disappeared on her?
Because I'm not the father. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm at work.
But we don't know that you're not the father because I ordered you to go and get DNA testing. So we could have found that out today. But you know what? We don't have to do it. You know why? Because I can deem you the father today because I ordered you to do it and you didn't do it.
The courtroom grows heavier as Pittman tries to argue back. He insists the judge is unfair for using his old income. But here's the truth, courts calculate support based on your capacity to earn, not on whether you've downgraded to minimum wage by choice. If judges allowed sudden income drops to reduce payments, every parent would quit their job when support hearings came up. Pittman may think he's gaming the system, but the judge knows the system better than he ever will.
That's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, who carries health insurance? Well, never mind. That was a bad question.
Yeah, it's me.
You carry health insurance.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
much is it?
$750.
$750. Does that include you and the child?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is split that in half. His obligation, he's only responsible to pay health insurance for the child only. Okay. So based on $63,000 a year, I have your monthly gross at $5,250. That brings your net to $4,000.
Now the numbers get real. The judge lays it out, based on $63,000 a year, his gross is $5,250 per month. Netting out, it's $4,226. With no other kids to divide responsibility, the calculation lands squarely on his shoulders. She isn't guessing, this is the formula the law requires. Watching Pittman sit there, silent, as the math seals his financial fate, it's like watching a wall close in. And all of it? Triggered by his own refusal to cooperate. This is where reality hits hard.
No other children?
No other children.
Well, I hope not. I hope you're not ghosting on them either, because that's exactly what you did to her. So I have your monthly child support obligation at $845 plus $375, which is half of that $750 for health insurance for the child. Your monthly obligation is $1,220. And I'm ordering you to do that. And you don't.
Here's the hammer blow. The judge finalizes $845 in child support plus $375 toward health insurance, making it $1,220 a month. And she makes sure he knows this isn't voluntary. Payments will be pulled directly through the state. No late-night excuses, no dodging checks, no running. It's locked in. Pittman's body language shifts, defiance turning into frustration. And for Miss Olson, this is vindication. The system saw through the excuses and chose stability for her child over his stubbornness.
I don't have any control over that because that goes through a state agency and it'll just withhold
I'll
from
just
you.
go ahead and just submit my W-2s whenever I get them. I'll come back.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But today, this is what we're doing. Since you came in here unprepared and not caring about anything, you don't care about that $1,220 either then, right?
Okay, I guess so. But we'll get updated. I'm not tripping.
Okay, well, we can do that at a later date. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't got no questions.
Okay, do you have any other questions? Okay, if nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And just like that, the case closes. A man who walked in smirking leaves with a $1,220 monthly bill he can't escape. The lesson here is crystal clear. Defiance doesn't delay justice, it accelerates it. Had Pittman taken the DNA test, he might have walked away free. Instead, he walked out as the legal father, bound to pay for years to come. For the judge, it was about principle. For the mother, it was survival. And for us? It's a reminder that in court, excuses have a price. If this case hit you as hard as it did me, drop your thoughts below, smash that like, and subscribe for more gripping courtroom drama.
Ms. Proctor, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
My husband is extremely supportive of the children and me, and
Your husband? Are you guys currently married?
my ex-husband.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I would like to.
Alright guys, buckle up. At first glance, this case looks like a rare moment of harmony in family court. A mother walks in not to fight for more money, but to lower child support payments. She praises her ex as an excellent father, who pays for everything from insurance to summer camp. Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But beneath the calm, something doesn't add up. Because just as the court prepares to reward this cooperation, the entire case takes a shocking turn you won't see coming.
To pay because he's paying more than he should. He takes care of the children's everything we need. He provides very well for us, and I have my own job, and so it would really make me happy, Your Honor, if you could reduce the agreement that we have from $1,426.56 a month to $415 a month, please.
Is that what you all agreed to?
Notice how carefully she frames her request. She even specifies the reduction to $415, down from more than $1,400. This isn't about financial hardship. She has her own job and she insists her ex goes above and beyond. The judge seems impressed, even joking about their Brady Bunch-style family. But when one party praises the other this strongly in court, you have to wonder, is it genuine gratitude or a cover for something much darker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And what else does Dad pay for?
He covers any extracurricular activities that the children would like to do, anything that they want, they get.
Okay.
And he covers their health insurance. He's an excellent father.
Okay. So you say he covers extracurricular activities,
Yes, ma'am.
health insurance. How much is health insurance?
I don't know. He would have all of the numbers for whatever he says I will agree with.
Okay. That is pretty generous to be covering the extracurricular activities. Is there anything else that he pays for?
Anything that they need, he takes care of.
Okay. Okay. And what are the ages of the children?
1.5.
Here, the father confirms every detail. He doesn't argue, doesn't complain. He openly states he pays for summer camps, extracurriculars, even baseball. At $200 per child per summer, that's no small expense. To most judges, this kind of voluntary generosity is almost unheard of. But here's where courtroom watchers know to stay alert. Sometimes, when both sides seem too agreeable, it's because a storm is quietly building.
A 6-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Okay. All right. That's a nice little spread you all have there. It sounds like the Brady Bunch. Okay. So is there anything else you need me to know before I move over to him?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And, sir, will you agree to everything that she's been saying, that that's you all's agreement?
It is. We didn't have a court-ordered thing. It was just something that we came up with.
Okay. So
that we're
you're
doing.
paying right now. You're giving her...
Now the judge explains something important. Up until today, there was no official court order. This arrangement was voluntary. By putting it on the record, the $415 agreement now becomes legally enforceable. That's a major step, because informal agreements can collapse, but a court order locks both parents in. And just as the gavel is about to seal this deal, the mother interrupts. Her calm tone cracks, and what she says next sends shockwaves through the courtroom.
$415 a month for the children.
Correct.
All right. And you're covering all extracurricular activities for each of them.
That's correct. That includes summer camp and baseball and everything. Yes.
Okay. So they go to summer camp every year for the whole summer?
Correct.
And how much is that?
It's about $200 per kid.
Per kid. Okay. Yeah, that definitely... It's good that you all can come to that sort of an agreement and do that, because that's...
In a trembling voice, she admits she isn't comfortable with the agreement. Why? Because she says her ex is really mean, and she only went along out of fear. The father immediately objects, calling her words an attack that could incriminate him. In seconds, this case shifts from routine paperwork to open warfare. What was moments ago a financial discussion now feels like a domestic violence hearing in disguise.
It's not something that happens all the time in this courtroom, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of child support courtrooms around Texas, okay? So that is good you all came to that. How much is health insurance?
It's $289 a month.
$289 a month. Okay. So you said you all did, this is not a court order, so this is the first time that there will be an order in place.
Correct.
So just so the...
And then the bombshell. She claims he makes $4.7 million a year laundering money through bookies, and that she has proof. Think about that. A simple child support dispute suddenly tied to allegations of organized crime. The entire courtroom energy flips. For viewers, this is where drama collides with law, because if her claims are true, this case is far bigger than child support. But if she's exaggerating, the credibility of everything she's said crumbles instantly.
Court understands, make sure that you understand your child support in terms of what you were paying. I believe you said the number was $1,426.56, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, your gross would have been, it is, based on the documents that you presented, your gross is about $5,000 a month. Your net is about $4,075.88. So what I will do is go ahead and adopt...
Your Honor.
Her desperation grows. She pleads for a protective order, says her children are already hidden in a safe place, and announces she'll leave the state as soon as she can. The father responds with cold dismissal, calling her crazy. And here's the emotional core: in custody and support battles, the line between truth and manipulation is razor thin. Was this a cry for help from a terrified mother, or a courtroom performance meant to sway the outcome?
Agreement. Yes.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt you for a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm really not comfortable with this agreement, but he's really mean. And if I don't agree to it...
I object, Your Honor. I'm not doing
What's
anything.
your legal objection?
I'm on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
Okay.
He has, I can prove that he makes at least $4.7 million a year. I have all the account information here provided to me by his bookie. He laundries money, and I would just like to take whatever money you want to give us that's going to make him happy and give us a protective order. The children have already gone to a safe place, and I'm going to leave as soon as I get here so he can't hurt us anymore, please.
Okay.
She's crazy, Your Honor. She's crazy.
I'm crazy, yeah.
She goes further, asking the judge to require life insurance so when he kills me, the kids will be taken care of. Imagine the weight of that statement in open court. The judge freezes the hearing, reminding her that this is child support court, not a criminal trial. It's a stunning moment, a courtroom designed for financial disputes suddenly confronted with an allegation of imminent danger. And the tension leaves everyone, including the judge, visibly unsettled.
You're agreeing that you're crazy?
Absolutely. Whatever he says, I'll agree to.
Okay, so what I'll do, because you all have been doing this, is go ahead and adopt the agreement between the two of you based on the documentation.
Can you maybe
I have.
make sure there's some life insurance for the children so that when he kills me, that they'll be taken care
Oh
of?
my gosh. Not to sound insensitive, but in terms of protective orders, this is not the court that you would want to be in. You would definitely need to be in another court. But if you're thinking in terms of safety, I think your first step.
To her credit, the judge handles this with balance. She doesn't dismiss the mother's fear outright but directs her to law enforcement if she truly believes her life is at risk. That's an important reminder, courts can only act within their jurisdiction. This judge could order child support, but not protection orders. For viewers, it's a sobering reality, justice isn't always delivered in one place. Victims often have to navigate multiple systems just to feel safe.
Step is to call 911 and maybe speak to some police officers or whatnot. Sir, I don't know what you're doing to this woman. However,
I'm not doing
unfortunately, I'm not saying that you are, but based on what she said.
He
As
has,
far as my
he has
job
everybody
goes.
on the books. I have the proof. I can give it to you.
No, ma'am.
There's
You know what?
receipts.
I don't
I
even
have
wanna be
access to
incriminated
all
in
of
that.
his accounts.
No, thanks. So what I'm going to do is adopt.
In the end, the judge adopts the agreement, $415 in support, $289 for insurance, and all extracurricular costs covered. On paper it looks neat. But emotionally it feels unfinished. We're left with a father labeled generous and a mother voicing fear of violence. And that's the haunting truth of family court, cases often end with orders, not closure. If this roller coaster left you stunned, let us know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more powerful courtroom drama.
The agreement between you all based on what you've been doing. The $415 a month, you will continue to pay that. You will continue to pay the $289 in health insurance. You will continue to cover extracurricular activities for each of the children, including summer camp. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. And I think I need to go have a drink because